Waters Ajabam. Chip Priscilla. Awabe Gideon. Msumfo Ako Joseph. Chesi Chenyi. Shujongwa. Ngum Vanessa.
During the 2024 budgetary session of the Bafut Council, held today, December 29, 2023, at the Bafut Council Hall. The Senior Divisional Officer for Mezam, the Divisional Delegate of Medebel Mezam, the Divisional Officer for Bafut Subdivision, Honorable Member of Parliament for Bafut Tuba, the Director of DDR, Bafut, His Royal Majesty the Father of Bafut, traditional and religious authorities here present, leaders of political parties, dear councillors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with maximum joy that I wish to welcome everybody to this credible 2024 budgetary session, especially, and my special welcome goes to the Director of DDR, who is with us today for his first time, and we want to thank the President of the Republic for constructing the DDR in Bafut Subdivision. May he rise and see on the ground. Mr. Director of DDR, it's our wish and happiness that you are here today with us as a Bafut son, first of all, and of the Director, as the Director of the DDR constructed in Bafut Subdivision. So once again, you are welcome. We are once again gathered here, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this year 2023 to make a preview of how activities of the Bafut Council and Bafut Subdivision will unfold come the year 2024 and to forecast the budget which is regulated. I would love to inform you that a series of MOUs have been signed by the Lord Mayor of Bafut Council with international and local companies in the domains of recreational energy and agriculture. All these are opportunities for councillors to use to develop and better the lives of the population represented at their various council areas. I therefore call on all the councillors who have been sleeping to wake up from slumber and grab this opportunity in order to develop their respective zones. Dear councillors, we are barely 24 months to a very important elections in our political career. So let's make use of the electoral register that will be open in our Elekam Cameroon office in Bafut subdivision. Let's encourage our children of voting ages, friends and relatives to register for the upcoming election, which is the most important tool for the development of our municipality. The Senior Divisional Officer for Mesa, I will not end without thanking the councillors, presidents of village associations, the paramount king of Bafut, all the Atamchos, second class and the class chiefs, quarter heads, all those and religious authorities for their wonderful participation during the 2023 budgetary orientation, for it was a magnificent experience and a clear proof that enough is enough on the development of their respective villages, and that explains why Bafut since 2020 council election, Bafut has always been outstanding in the execution of both public and internal projects earmarked by the Bafut Council. A big hand of applause to the Bafut arrangement. Wishing all of us a happy and a more prosperous New Year 2024. I wish you all a happy deliberation and a comfortable day with God's blessings and guidance. Long live the Republic of Cameroon. Long live the Minister of Local Development and Decentralization. Long live the Bafut Council. Signed, Wakongo Lawrence, Governor of Bafut Council.
The mayor further indicated some successes as follows: a shield in the domain of inclusive education, the cleanest town in Mezam Division, a Nobel Peace Prize awarded by the Watchdog newspaper to the most outstanding councils in the Northwest region for the promotion of peace. In the above light, he extended gratitude to the councillors and staff for their relentless efforts. On projects, he highlighted both the public investment and council projects that were realized totally or partially to our various recognitions. Reading of the previous minutes and adoption. The minutes of the 2023 budget session were presented by the Secretary General of the Bafut Council for the development of the municipality. At this juncture, Councillor Mbodiko Kennedy moved for the adoption of the deliberations, seconded by Councillor Zunfo Joseph. A speech from the Senior Divisional Officer. Sitting in for the supervisory authority, the Divisional Officer for Bafut Subdivision conveyed a message from the SDO that everything has been done as far as the security of Bafut was concerned. On his part, he appreciated the successes recorded in 2022, specifically that of the cleanest town in Mezam Division. He further encouraged the men to be more open to councillors towards the development of Bafut. Finally, he informed that the Bafut Airport was on program for refurbishment. Need for the council to sensitize the population to stop any constructions along that vicinity. In response, the mayor thanked the divisional officer for Bafut for his encouraging words. Closing remarks, the mayor thanked everybody for being part of the session and wished a safe return to our homes. The session ended at 4:10.
Recommend that a project almanac for all projects set up in the Bafut Council be produced at the end of the year in pictures so that everybody can see what has been realized in the Bafut municipality. We also hereby recommend that following the current security situations, projects realized within the public investment budget and council budget should be submitted to the project committee for evaluation before publication.
Revenue. The total budget for 2024 in terms of recurring and investment revenue stands at 1,036,992 32,723,807 francs. This amount, when compared with the budget of the 2023 financial year, gives a percentage decrease of 14.26%. The total revenue which stems from recurrent and investment revenue is presented as follows. Recurrent revenue. The recurrent revenue estimated for the year 2024 stands at 536,217,990 francs. This gives a percentage decrease of 19.59% as compared to that of last year. Investment revenue. The investment revenue estimated for the year 2024 stands at 554,217,990 francs, which equally portrays a percentage decrease of 11.73% as compared to that of last year.
We think that as the Secretary General of the Council was presenting the minutes of our last session, we were equally picking up some points, equally as the resume of the two committees, the proposals made.
Investment revenue. The total sum estimated for investment revenue is 496 million francs.
Derivation number 15. Authorization of the mayor to create and set up companies with either public or private capital investors on behalf of the council. Deliberation number 16, authorization of the mayor to recruit a works engineer and a town planner for Bafut Council. Deliberation number 17, adoption of the 2024 budget.
Bafut Urban is a hub of many functions, including commercial, garages, carpentry, educational, health, residential, etc. Waste is generated from these activities, ranging from plastic wrappings or bottles, iron, food waste, etc., which are either biodegradable or non-biodegradable. Due to the lack of a waste management plan by the council, the population, consciously or unconsciously, dump waste carelessly in the environment. The only form of waste management by households is backyard dumping. The uncontrolled disposal of waste has led to some adverse effects like contamination of water bodies, the breeding of harmful insects and rodents, pollution of the atmosphere, and the outbreak of diseases. Such was the case of Lower Bafut, which was plagued by cholera less than a decade ago. Malaria and typhoid cases are constantly being registered in most of the health institutions found in the municipality. In view of the ongoing, there is need to put in place a proper waste management plan to check the damages caused by poor waste management in the municipality. Backed by the devolution of power on environment and management of natural resources in Section 157 of the General Code of Regional and Local Authorities, with emphasis on the cleaning of streets, roads, and council public areas, the Bafut Council needs to put up measures to maintain a clean environment for the good of her population. A council waste management plan is key to resolving this disturbing situation of poor waste management in the municipality. A municipal waste management plan is a written record or document of what must be done to achieve the goals that council has set for managing municipal waste. The purpose of this plan is to describe the management procedures of the waste generated within the municipality. The Bafut Council has developed it to ensure waste is reduced, reused, recycled, and managed in a rational and sustainable manner wherever possible. Major highlights in this document include the the general introduction, which is an understanding of the concept of a waste management plan and the problem of waste management in the municipality. The legal and institutional framework presents the laws on waste management, which gives the council the mandate to manage municipal waste. A view of the Bafut municipality carrying out the zones greatly affected that needs attention is equally projected. This is followed by the categorization of waste, problems associated with waste generated, and an analysis of the environmental and social risk associated with poor waste disposal. The techniques involved in managing waste in the landfill marks a main solution to the issue at hand. The entire process cannot be accomplished without the involvement of stakeholders who are equally mentioned in the plan. The Bill of Quantities, which has the description of items and their costings, concludes the major segments of this document. We therefore present for adoption by the deliberative organ, the Bafut Council Waste Management Plan.
The other issue that has come up that we did not look at it, and which I'm proposing that somebody who is versed with it should at least say something to the councillors so that they will understand it well, is the creation of companies. The creation of companies. The technicians who are involved, you can take over and explain a bit the raison d'etre and which kind of companies will be created and how they will be functioning, the benefits to the municipality. If we can do that, it will help the councillors a bit.
I'm also referring to education. Because we look at the Northwest region, there are no industries in the Northwest, there are no companies in the Northwest region. So that is why the state has given the powers to the various councils to go out and look for partners who can come into their municipalities and create these companies within their various municipalities. Are we getting? It means that the mayor or even the councillors who are also mayors, they could equally lobby in mid, so we will talk about the potentials that are within their municipality. They come there and create an industry to give value to the natural resource that you have there. For example, the Bafut Council already has a ginger transformation project that's at the level of Minipad now. The minister already wrote back to us asking for some details. So the details are already been made, so we are waiting. So the council earmarked Chum around Buno with the industrial zone of Bafut. For those of us who know Chum and Buno in particular, that is the industrial zone for Bafut. That's where if they validate the construction of that industry, that's where we'll do any of the transformation of ginger into all the products that can come out of ginger is there. And secondly, we are still doing studies on the valorization of sand. Valorization of sand, that is giving value to the sand, of which all of us know that the best sand in the Northwest region comes from our subdivision. So, but most of these communities, when they go there, they buy the sand at very low cost. Reaching Bamenda, the price is very, very exorbitant. How can we do now to give the value of that sand at source? So that is a project that the council is coming to embark on it. And we are thinking of doing what? Say to it that we package our sand because our own resource that we have, so that in building material stores, as you go there, you buy a cement, you buy a rod, there is no need going to the camion to go and order for the 20 tons of sand. Just go to that store, building material store, and give order for your 20 ton sand. They'll bring it now out in bags. Which sand quality do you need? Is it soft? You have the Bafut sand soft, Bafut sand sharp, Bafut sand medium in bags. And this company will equally be constructed at source so that we get the sand from those our brothers who are doing the sand mining we grade it, they will give it a value as we're taking out into various building materials. And away from that, we still have the mandate to bring in companies within and without the country to come and invest in our municipality. So that is what that resolution is saying. So meaning that we need to give mayor authorization to bring in companies within our municipality to help create employment and to help improve on the living standard of our inhabitants in our municipality. I think that will be the resume of what that deliberation is talking about. It is given coming from
the GTR for the Northwest region, which incidentally is located at the airport, near the airport, which is in Bafut, I believe. I don't go into those polemics. Those who know how to look at those polemics can take care of that. For me, what I know is that the DDR Center is there for the young people who have decided to heed the head of state's call and drop their arms, so that they can be taken care of and rehabilitated and reintegrated into the society. And one of my missions as the Chief of Center for the Northwest is to sensitize stakeholders like you are to be able to talk to these our young people who are persistently carrying arms, to drop them and come to the DDR Center where they will be well taken care of. Unfortunately for us, we are now in a new center which has very state-of-the-art equipment and infrastructure that is very good for the psychological and physical growth of these young people. And I also want to say that the young people who are even married can come along with their wives and children, because you cannot take care of an expert associate without taking care of the family. So they have the possibility to also come along with their families. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Dio, I want to thank you people for this opportunity. And to say that the
Bafut Council, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Bafut Tuba constituency, Regional Councillor, the Chief of Center for DDR, Bafut, National Rulers, the Commissioner of Public Security, Bafut, the Delegate of Mindevel, Mezam, dear councillors, it's an honor to meet you this afternoon again. All looking good and fresh, showing that the year began well and shall be ending well. This council session, a very important point to the waste management plan. The waste management plan, Lord Mayor and the executive, I think you should not speak on this because it's very important. Now everybody is talking about climate change and it's obvious what we are seeing here. At the beginning of the dry season, I always take a sub-prefectural decision to ban bushfires. So when people throw doses, discuss with your partners concerning the industrialization of forest activity and the transformation of danger. So Bafut should be a reference in that domain. I wish all of you a happy and prosperous year 2024. Thank you for your kind attention.
All our efforts for carrying up Bafut, one of the highest subdivisions in Mezam division, with the largest surface area, with the highest population density. And even with the present circumstances, we are up to the task of taking the population of Bafut up to this level. And I want to say that these councillors, even though small in number, 34, they have taken a pledge that no matter the weight of any load that is coming to develop Bafut, they have the power to carry that load. Remember, history will call it that just 7 people in Bafut carried a vehicle, 7 kata. Yes. So that one shows that they are so energetic no matter whatsoever. So I am bringing all of this to thank the councillors that it has not been easy since we took power as councillors. It is very difficult even to enjoy our liabilities. It's not easy. But with Bafut at heart, we say no, you cannot keep Bafut behind. And that is why we are calling on the state to consider the population density and the size of Bafut to see into it that we increase the number of councillors in Bafut subdivision, because the subdivision is too vast. And looking at the nature of the number of councillors, they are just 35. And looking at the size, the 35 cannot really represent the total surface area of Bafut. As I mentioned in my speech, in less than 24 months, we say from 24 months now, we shall go back to the polls. And let us not be that farmer who is going to the farm without our tools. Our tools are what? We need to register in the electoral register. Those are our children who are up to the voting age, please, let's use the powers and our potential to come and bring them closer to us and to bring them come and support us, develop Bafut. There is no other party that can develop our area more than the party in which we are under the canopy. Thank you so much. That the word of wise is enough. I wish all of cultivation of ginger a good yield. So, you know, when you go to the Bafut market, you see the quality of ginger that is in the market until the traditional authorities have decided to segment the sale of ginger in the market, because if the whole entire Bafut brings ginger in the market, nobody will be there to buy. So that's why they have divided Bafut into zones and said this particular market day, it is this zone that is bringing ginger in the market. This particular day, it is this zone to make the value of ginger recognized in Bafut. But how now can the council, what can the council do now to valorize this ginger cultivation in Bafut? So that is why the council has embarked on the project to involve even farming groups that have already gone into partnership with the council to do cultivation. So that we will do transformation of the ginger. That is the ginger trend, you know, how do you call it? It's just a chain from cultivation, transformation, and packaging. So all the products that come out of ginger, we have done the studies that in Bafut, as Minepart will be financing this project. All the products of ginger will be carried out in this industry that will be coming up in Bafut subdivision. And it's good to note that the ginger that is coming from Bafut is not the one with fertilizer, it is organic fertilizer, which means that the consumption is free from any disease, any attack on the side as a result of chemical cultivation.
And how many farming groups?